Michael, Tuesday's defeat leaves our fires burning now just on two fronts, the league and the FA Cup. How important is it that we keep our FA Cup adventure going into the third round?
It's important. It's the next game. Off the back of a disappointing performance, but we've been going really well. So it's a tough game. Obviously, at this stage of the competition, to get an away team in League One is as tough as you can get. But we'll be focusing on ourselves, hopefully give a better performance, get a result, and then hopefully get a plum tie. I'm sure that's what Steve will be saying. Steve, that's his brother. Gary will be saying exactly the same thing to his team.
Yeah, Exeter have been a traditionally difficult side for us to play against. They beat us before your time here in August at Adams Park. What sort of test are you expecting from them?
A difficult task. They're well coached. Obviously, they're in terms of budgets and things, they do well because they punch above their weight every year. And they can play in different ways. So, like I said, I've known Gary quite a long time. I used to room with his brother, that's why his name's just jumped in my head. But yeah, they can hurt you in different ways. They can mix it up as well. You know, we're watching the last couple of games, and one of the games they didn't play out once, the other game they played out from the back every single time. So they can hurt you in different ways, so we need to be wary of that.
I imagine you'll be praying for no extra time as well with a game on Tuesday to consider as well. Does that come into your thinking, or is it the old cliche of just one game at a time?
I don't think anyone wants extra time. But the team that we select will be based on trying to get through this game. You always keep an eye on what's in the future. You know, it won't be totally insular in terms of just focus on this game. But you need to be careful how much you try and predict the future in football, because it's not that easy. Things happen in football. Someone might get sent off. Someone might go down in the warm up. Or the best laid plans and all that sort of thing. So I think it will be, it will be a strong team that gets put out. Hopefully win the game and then pick it up. On Tuesday, I said 2 or 3 weeks ago, players should be able to play 3 games in a week now. If the game's moved that far on that players can't play 3 games in a week with the provisions and the sports science and the supplements and the pitches and everything now, there's something wrong. There are mitigating circumstances in terms of someone might be carrying a knock, or we've had a little bit of illness in the camp, so it's not just that brutal, but the mindset needs to be, if I've got to play 90 minutes in the next week, you've got to play 90 minutes.
And that said, have the illnesses and injuries started to clear up after coughing and sputtering their way through last week's draw?
Yeah, we've had the 2 or 3 that missed last week are back in now. There's still a couple that sort of a little bit of a hangover, so still, like you say, coughing and spluttering a little bit, but there's quite a lot of it going around in the country. I don't think I'm the only manager that's going to say I've got a couple of players that have gone down. So, we'll pick a strong team that we think can hopefully go down and give a better performance, which then leads hopefully a better result.